Hello Giants fans, welcome to Giants Baseball 101. I'm Gabe Vaughn, your host. The Giants lost to the Padres today 13-7. After winning the first game of this series, you would think basically they need to win this series, but it didn't happen. The Padres came back. After this, they're going to have the benefit of playing two teams that are both below 500, the Diamondbacks and the Pirates. Actually, I think the Pirates come first, And we'll see how the effect of being able to play weak teams works out. The last couple of series the Giants have won have been against weak teams. They swept in 2 games the A's just recently here. Then, about a week before that, they beat the Cubs 3-1. Of course, in between the two was the sweep by the Dodgers. So we'll get to see the effect of getting to play weaker teams again and see if the Giants can get these critical, much-needed wins. But, like I said, it's just a key fact that they need to be able to play well against strong teams, against good hitting teams. That is what they have not been doing, so that's going to have to get better. And of course, it could seriously improve their chances if they do win both these next series against the Pirates and against the Diamondbacks, but I think they're going to have to do better than that. Be able to beat the strong teams at some point, even to get to the playoffs, but you're in the playoffs, that's kind of all you're facing. Teams with records above 500 that managed to get in there somehow. On the report on the Giants official website, what it says is basically the Giants' playoff odds took a big hit with this loss to the Padres. I'll say so. I'll say definitely. Now they're 3 games below 500, 7.5 games in back of the final National League wildcard spot, and I believe it's the Padres who hold it. So, being able to beat teams below 500 is going to be an essential next step for the Giants. It's got to happen, and like I said, more than that has got to happen, but if the Giants want any real chance here, it better look like I would love a sweep here in one of the next couple series. I also seem to remember that the 5th place Diamondbacks swept the Giants last 3-game series when the two teams played, but something's got to get better, and then they have to be able to beat teams in their division like the Dodgers and the Padres. And the Padres are something kind of real critical here because they are occupying the final National League wildcard spot, and sometimes it's not enough to win and hope that they lose. Sometimes you have to actually be able to beat those teams. That's really, in most cases, I really think that in a lot of cases, you have to be able to beat the very teams that you're competing with. So the game went, basically, Jacob Junis had a real bad start, but the Giants were leading 4-0 in the 3rd inning. They were leading 4-0. It looked like a game that they would win for sure, but Jacob Junis gave up 6 runs in the bottom half of the 3rd inning. His slider wasn't working for him. When you got a breaking ball that's just not working as a pitcher, I kind of know that to be a problem. You could say that with a fastball too and all that, but I just think there's this particular thing about when you got a breaking ball that isn't doing its movement, it isn't breaking. That might have been the issue here. And I don't know the break Junis is getting on his slider, whether it's that or whether it's mislocation. Okay, I don't really know, but it's not dominating. He gave up 6 runs here. Question, why did he stay in long enough to give up 6 runs? Well, I don't know. A necessary pitching change? Why didn't it happen at some point? Those are good questions to ask. It's a little late for that now. But would you believe it if I told you the Giants got the lead again? It was 7-6 Giants. And just some timely hitting, they came back. Then Junior Marte had his chance. He got his chance to pitch in a high leverage situation, and it backfired so badly. He gave up 5 runs. 4 of them were earned. Also, the Giants' defense really didn't play well today, although J.D. Davis opened up the scoring with another home run, so his power is just really coming through for the Giants. And then Austin Slater and Wilmer Flores and Austin Wynns and Jock Peterson would ultimately come through with RBI singles, and all in all, it would give the Giants a 7-6 lead that Junior Marte blew when he came in that high leverage situation, so it didn't work for him today. Then Harleen Garcia went 2 1/3 innings to just kind of mop everything up. It was just in total, the Padres scored 6 runs in the 3rd inning and 7 runs in the 6th inning. That's just not good. Not good baseball at all. It's the Padres who are having the big innings here. They had 2 huge innings in this game. And it's just a series that the Giants really needed to win here. They needed to prove that they could beat the Padres, but things aren't going right for the Giants. So I hope they do something. I hope the Giants demonstrate their superiority over these other teams, the Pirates and D-backs, who are way down there, not any good in baseball right now. I hope the Giants demonstrate some superiority, although they are a below 500 team. So I don't know how close the record of the Pirates is to the record of the Giants. They're both below 500, but this is going to be the Giants' chance here. I think they missed a real chance against the Padres. So Jacob Junis' starts are going to have to be better, to say the least. I believe that it would be Carlos Rodon next. I think last time he started was Saturday, so that would mean he'd be available for tomorrow's game. Actually, I didn't check if there's... Actually, no, excuse me. Tomorrow is an off day. Friday's game, I think that will be Carlos Rodon. And it's just something's got to go better because it did not go right today in this game against the Padres. It's just the Padres are a good team, and if you can't counter it with good playing, that's going to show. And it did today. So the Giants completely blew away an opportunity to take a series. And this one was one where they had a 4-0 lead. That is what is just hard to stomach. A 4-0 lead. You kind of look at that and you think your team is going to win the game. But the Padres just had some big, huge innings. And why there wasn't a pitching change, a timely pitching change, at some point, I don't know the situation with the relievers and how tired they all are, but if somebody was going to come in to try to save the game, it would have had to have been today. So that's all about this subject. It was not cool the way they lost this series. Thank you so much for watching. This has been Giants Baseball 101. Please subscribe if you have not. Also, please email me with questions or comments at gabrielvaughn89@gmail.com. Thank you. I'll see you next time on Giants Baseball 101.